Good day and welcome to Ancestral Ascensions. My name is Trish and I actually started a reading already, but then I realized that my mic was not recording, and we've gone through this before where we were doing a reading and halfway through we could no longer hear. So welcome in everyone. I have already begun the reading and I am just going to let you know what's happened up until this point. So right in the very beginning, we have the King of Swords here. And the King of Swords is about this mental clarity. It is about leadership. It's about success. It's about taking action, really knowing where you want to go and how you want to get there. And, you know, with this sword and this king is like you are not dealing with any kind of drama here at all. You have a very clear mission ahead of you. You know, something that you're serious about. And then coming right in after that King of Swords here, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups, we have an offer here. So we see the divine offering something that is going to be emotionally fulfilling here for for this person here that's sitting underneath the tree. But he's not even looking at this. He's looking at the Three Cups here in front of him. So I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting this sense from the Four of Cups here that you've been trying and trying and trying for a very long time. And you're looking at these Three Cups that you are hoping maybe one of them here will work out. But actually what's happening is the divine saying, here, I have something just absolutely perfect that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. And so what comes in right after that Four of Cups is the Three of Cups, which is all about this celebration. So I do get a sense that you are going to be accepting this offer, and it's going to be something that gives you a sense of relief, that you're able to go and get out and be more social, getting around people that are of like mind, having good times. Even when I look at this, with this king and how serious, I don't know if you can see that, how serious he looks. He's like not having it. And then all of a sudden this beautiful offer comes along and we can just totally lighten up our lives and have, maybe less stress, less worry, less, we don't have to have this, I almost get like a determination, tunnel vision of where you want to go, even with this king, right? He's like, I'm making it. I'm gonna come along and this is happening. Right? Whatever it is that what he's trying all these different things, and we're going to have this celebration. And then right after the celebration, we have this King of Wands, which again is about leadership. It is about success, and it is about taking this inspired action. So we have a king on either side of this. We have the King of Swords on one side and the King of Wands on the other of this offer that's coming in and the celebration that is happening afterwards. So what I get here, is this King of Wands is all about this self-confidence. So I do feel that this offer that's coming in is going to help, brighten up this solar plexus area, begin to allow you to feel more comfortable in taking up your place in the world, is kind of what I'm getting with this. Now, the Strength card is the card that we had at the bottom of the deck here. So that's the overall energy of this reading, is the Strength card, which is all about balance and all about determination as well. So I do feel that you've been through all kinds of things in your lifetime that has allowed for you to become this very balanced person with a lot of strength here, a lot of inner strength and outer strength. Here she is, managing this lion. Now, above her head is that infinity sign, which really is drawing my attention, but as well as, the crown in her hair. It's almost like this spidey senses with the flowers that are sort of coming up from the crown. So what I'm getting is that you have spirit with you, that you have always had a very close relationship with Creator, God, Spirit, however you define that power greater than us all. And it is because you have been very devoted to Spirit that Spirit is here for you. And this is an infinite bond. This is something that's gone on for like lifetimes, is kind of what I'm getting here, that you and Creator have been very, very tight for a long time. Okay, so that's the strength at the bottom of the deck. That's the overall energy. So I shuffled some more cards, and these are the cards that have come out with it. So the Page of Wands is coming in underneath the King of Swords. And this is about a new opportunity. It is about expansion. It's about curiosity and creativity and even enthusiasm. So I do feel like you are beginning this new journey with a lot of enthusiasm, right? This young page here, that's a spirit-centered action. And then right after that, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in underneath the Four of Cups. So what I'm getting with these two cards, the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, is like, you've been trying all different kinds of things here. Nothing has really worked out. But this offer that you're getting is a very solid offer here. Like with this Knight of Pentacles, he is bringing you in something that is going to be, very prosperous for you, or abundant, to be able to give you this security. But I feel like you've been waiting so long for it. It's almost like you're not even noticing the right way to look, I guess. But because this offer is so very slow moving coming in, it is definitely something that you have manifested, because we have the Magician that comes in right after that Knight of Pentacles here. So you are this Magician. Again, we see this infinity sign above the Magician's head, just like the Strength card, right? So maybe there's somebody that you are in divine union with as well, because we see the infinity sign here. So maybe there's someone that you are walking with that also has this very close connection with Creator, and has had for several lifetimes, is kind of what I'm getting from that. So the Magician coming in underneath the Three of Cups this is absolutely something that you have manifested. This is something that you want. And this is going to bring in a lot of happiness for you in terms of that Three of Cups. A lot of celebrating, socializing, getting out there, seeing the lighter side of life, right? Because when we even look at the King of Swords, that Four of Cups, and then the Three of Cups, it's like we've gone from this really serious, no BS type of person, determined, really trying to make things happen for yourself, and then finally this offer comes in, and then you're able to like lighten up a little bit, like not be so determined to get to where you're going. And then we have this King of Wands here on the end, which is, like I said, about success, self-confidence, and leadership. So this a very inspired action. Now, this could be a person who is looking back and looking at what you've achieved and what you've accomplished, and how you're taking this lighter side to life now. Just because I see him, he's looking back towards the offer and the celebration. So this could just simply be you being very inspired about this new journey that you're on, because right under the King of Swords we have the Page of Wands, which is about this new opportunity that's coming in, that's very inspired. This inspired action, this opportunity that someone is coming to talk to you about, and it is a very creative new opportunity. But this opportunity has been very, very slow moving when we see this Knight of Pentacles here. So very slow moving card, very slow moving knight. So this offer is coming. I almost get like, you know, even with these cards here, it's like here he is, you know, patiently waiting for this new opportunity to come his way. Boom, all of a sudden here we have the Page of Wands. They're like, here's an offer. You know it's coming. It's like, you know it's coming, but it's like taking forever to get here. It's like this, you know, not going as quickly as you would like. But you know, you are this manifester. You are the magician. You are manifesting this beautiful new life of having, you know, a lot of people around you, that you know, see eye to eye with, that like kind of your soul family here. And this is something that you've manifested. You really, I almost get that even with this magician here, it's almost like these people are following you even, you know, like they're fans of yours. So here's the magician here, and they're like, oh, awesome. Like, I love what you're doing. You're doing some really great work, whatever that is. Right? So I almost get a sense that maybe there's somebody that is kind of following you. With this night, then after the magician, we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is also about leadership and success, but it's also about a lot of prosperity here. You know, so this king knows exactly what they need to do about financial, you know, decisions and how they spend their money. They know, they're very, very smart about it. So we have the 3 of the kings out here plus the magician right now. So there is a lot of self-mastery in terms of your finances, your inspiration, where you want to go in life, and you're very, very clear about it. Okay, so we also have these 3 cards that came up as well. So we have the Queen of Wands, which again is about leadership and inspiration, and can also be, you know, like I said, we have the Magician and the Strength card together. I kind of get this divine union with those 2. And then we have the King and Queen of Wands here. So I do feel like there is somebody who is walking with you. Sorry, this is the Queen of Wands. So someone who is very inspired, internally inspired, knows where she's going. She has a lot of power, creativity, and determination as well, just like that king, right? So we have the King and Queen of Wands. It's interesting, okay, how this is looking. So that king is kind of looking back towards the past, and with this queen, she's sort of looking more here into the future. Then we have the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Again, about inspiration, you know, passion, courage, adventure. So maybe you are going on an adventure here. So whatever this is, whatever this offer, this adventure is coming in underneath this very slow moving knight. But this Knight of Wands is all about adventure, courage, and passion. So very passionate new beginning for this Queen of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is also about emotional fulfillment here. And she's just sitting here looking at this cup. And I'm getting this sense that with the Queen here in this position, she is coming in under the Magician. The way that she's looking, it's almost like she checks in with herself emotionally just to see if this new passionate beginning with the Knight of Wands here is something that she really wants. Like, is this exactly what she wants? And what I'm getting here, this Queen of Cups is lining up. It's right underneath the Magician and the 3 of Cups, that celebration. So I get a sense that there might be, you know, you're balancing out your feelings around this new opportunity. Not entirely sure if this is the one for you. All right, I'm going to get one more card here just because, well, that's what it looks like we need, right? One more for here. So let's get one more card here. What else, Spirit, can we put under the Knight, or sorry, the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles after this Queen of Cups? What does the collective need to know here? I sort of feel like this is kind of your outcome with the way that this spread has gone. So if we can get an outcome here for the collective. Okay. Okay, let's go with the outcome that initially came out, and then we'll go with these other cards that fell out afterwards. So, so we have the Hierophant that's coming out first. The Hierophant is coming out right underneath the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Cups. Or sorry, the Nine of Cups. So the Hierophant is about, you know, learning a lesson or teaching a lesson, or being this teacher, right? And the Nine of Cups is about that's a wish fulfillment, something that's very emotionally fulfilling here for you. So I do feel that, again, I do think that it has to do with teaching others something. So even with this Hierophant, we have those people down in the bottom row there kind of looking up to this teacher, sort of wondering, you know, very, very much listening. And under the Hierophant, there are two keys here, which to me is like you do have the key to help enlighten others or get them to awaken to the teachings of life, you know, whatever life's journey. So it's interesting that this is the Hierophant that come out here, as well as in the center of the deck. Remember I was saying, like, I was sort of getting this sense that the Magician in the Three of Cups is like, the, you know, here you are, and then here are the people who are celebrating you, you know, for this leadership and this manifestation and creativity that you're doing here right now. Which is the same feeling I'm getting here with this Hierophant coming in underneath, you know, the King of Wands, so that, you know, King of Wands, like, once you're the king, you've kind of got everything in order for yourself. It's about that outward action. So I do see the King of Wands. So people are able to see from the outside of you your inspiration, and they are starting to see, you know, just how successful you are in terms of your prosperity and your material, your place in the world, I guess. Then we have the two queens, right? So we do have a mastery of the internal in terms of our emotion, and we have the mastery of the wands as well. So we have the Queen of Wands in terms of what it is or what that inspired action is. So I do feel like this teaching that you will be doing, because of all of the lessons that you've learned here in life, is going to bring in this wish fulfillment. Now, we had a bunch of cards just sort of pop out right after we got those two. After our outcome, but let's see what they're saying. So we have the Death card, which is awesome. We have a major transformation happening here. The Death card, although it may seem a little scary, is really not scary, because when we see this means that you're transitioning into a whole new life here. You know, with this Death card, you know, death and rebirth, as they say. Wow. And then we have the High Priestess coming in right after it. So we've got two major arcanas, and of course the High Priestess is all about intuition. It's all about inner balance. It is the divine feminine being ruled by the moon. You know, so, you know, emotional and spiritual balance here. A lot of emotional and spiritual balance. So I feel like, so it's like once you step into this, this place where you're going to be able to begin to teach others, this transformation occurs where you're going to be relying on your intuition, your psychic abilities, all of those kinds of things are going to, like, you are transitioning into here, this High Priestess. This is the death and rebirth. A lot of psychic ability, maybe, you know, with her blue dress, even I'm kind of getting maybe like the channeling, right? So, wow, amazing. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is about this another new opportunity that is going to bring in this financial gain. You know, being determined, a new opportunity, you know, maybe studying something. But I think what it is that you're teaching others how to use their own intuition. And when you do that, you're going to help them move on to calmer shores, right? With the Six of Swords here, where, you know, there was this turbulence that's going on, and so they've decided to move away into calmer waters. So what I'm seeing here is that this transformation that you are, you know, here you are, this High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the Magician, like, this is beautiful. This is who you are and the qualities that you have, and you're going to be able to go out there and teach others about how to manifest, how to create in their life using their intuition, working with spirit, right? Like like I said, with the Strength card overhead and the Magician, and we have those infinity, is because of this very close relationship that you've had with spirit or creator through several lifetimes. So you are moving into these calmer waters, like, beautiful. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's get one of these. What is it? The Priestess Oracle deck. Let's get one of these priestesses, or one of the cards from the Priestess Oracle deck. Anything else we need to know here, Spirit, regarding this reading, this new inspired... it's not even new and inspired. You've been working at this for a very long time. Okay, so we have Saiwa Oasis. Oh, and I love that we have the Eye of Horus above here, which is, the Eye of Horus is about the divine feminine, the moon, and we do see the moon in this card as well. But it is sacred waters, divine rebirth, eternal springs. So again, this divine rebirth, connecting emotionally, like I said, like, you know, tapping into those sacred waters. And even when we look at this just reminds me as well, the sacred waters is that High Priestess, right? Because she's all about emotion and spirituality. So let's see what the Saiwa Oasis, Sacred Waters, Divine Rebirth, Eternal Springs. Saiwa Oasis, I've never even heard of that. Okay. The ancient waters of Saiwa Oasis call to your soul, offering a sacred pool of regeneration for this moment of rebirth that you are living. Here in this mystical paradise where Alexander the Great once sought divine wisdom, crystalline springs burst forth from the desert sands, creating the miracle of life and renewal. You are being called to these waters now to receive their blessings of pure rebirth and remerge anew. The oasis reminds you that even in the midst of life's desert moments, sacred waters of renewal always flow. You are supported in this rebirth, held in the embrace of these ancient springs that have witnessed countless cycles of transformation. Trust in the natural rhythm of renewal that moves through you now. The waters of Siwa offer you the eternal wisdom, and the true rebirth comes not from forcing change, but from the surrendering to the sacred flow of life. I love it. I love it. You're not forcing anything. You are this beautiful, divine high priestess that is governed by the moon, right? This is the transformation that you are stepping into. You're going to be able to show others how to be able to move away from those turbulent waters. I guess it should be more like this so you guys can see it better. Moving away from this turbulent waters, moving into something where we can begin a new abundant path, I guess is what it is. I love this. This is so awesome. I just tempted to see now what's on the bottom. Ishtar, galactic mother, cosmic balance, quantum birth. Again, we're all about rebirth here, right? So you are definitely moving through this change here. You know, I see the moon again here with Ishtar, the galactic mother. So a lot of divine feminine energy here for you, which is a lot about like looking after yourself, caretaking yourself, you know, being that parent to your inner child, the one that you felt maybe didn't get all of their needs met. You know, be that parent to your own little inner child. So that's the message for today. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you joined me. To do take good care, and until next time.